Let's do it.
No, that would probably go more to like Elk as a healer or Mistral. Well, but she's not gonna. We can't take her anymore.
Yes, because she's on maternity leave, so to speak.
Wow, the world pays you to go on maternity leave?
I wish.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
I'd want paternity leave. I'd want WoW to do that.
Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Skills. Yeah, I'd like to have my whole party attack, otherwise we'll never get out of here. We ran out of commentary, apparently.
What was that?
We ran out of commentary, apparently.
No, it's really just because my throat hurts, so I'm like, I'm hesitating to talk. So.
Quit putting Pyros to sleep. I put you on the wrong person.
I apologize if this isn't as entertaining as most of our episodes are. But yeah, it's been a long day and my throat's had it.
Oh, stop putting Pyros to sleep.
While we are working on the grindy dungeon, I might as well give a quick update on anime. So here's the thing. I was actually not able to watch Liminality because me and Alex did a bad.
I forgot to leave the disc with him.
Yeah, so I held off on that. And because I wanted to watch Liminality before I watched K-On!, I have held off on K-On! Until Liminality's here. But thankfully, we fixed that. So I will watch Liminality and then get into my vitamin K-On! But in the meantime, I have actually gone into, since I've been laid up for most of last weekend because of this stupid strep throat. I actually spent a lot of my time watching Mobile Suit Gundam Fighters Try, or Gundam Build Fighters Try. And I gotta say, I love that series. Alex has been trying so hard to get me into like slice of life anime and show his interest in it. And here's the thing, like I get why he likes them, and one of the main reasons is like my gateway drug in there is Gundam Build Fighters. And the fact that you can be a Gundam fan and still enjoy, you know, the kids in the series. And I am absolutely enjoying this series, especially in the fact that they have kind of these subtle connections to Build Fighters, because it's based 7 years after. But they don't actually have, like, the main character say in the series. He doesn't show up.
Right.
More the connections that they try to do are, Lieutenant Ral comes back, so Ramba Ral from the original series and from Build Fighters is now back. He's become the official Gunpla coach.
Right.
Even though he isn't paid. And he just kind of sits there and does other things. He's become kind of a comedy relief character.
Right.
Which I appreciate, because Ramba Ral has a lot of love from original series fans. The other connection that they try to do is actually in one of their main characters, because if you'll remember the leading female interest in Build Fighters, apparently she had a little brother, and that little brother, Yuma, is one of the main characters of Build Fighters Try. So you actually get to follow him, as well as the other two main characters, in the fact of he's trying to, you know, he's actually learned from, say, a good portion of his life and wants to be as good a builder as well as good a fighter. And he's, in fact, one of the things that's really kind of interesting is the way they introduce the main guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's supposed to be kind of the Reiji of this series. And the way that they introduce him is his Gundam. He just so happens to pick like this really regular run-of-the-mill kind of Gundam.
Yeah.
And what he didn't know, because he actually found it in a hidden thing under a trophy, is as soon as that Gundam got destroyed, there was a Gundam underneath it,
Right.
which was a prototype Gunpla that Sei had brought into another World Cup, but didn't succeed. And so this is kind of like the trademark one, but the only one that knows anything about it is Yuma.
Okay.
Because he's seen it. And it's the Build Burning Gundam, which is a reference to Mobile Fighter G Gundam.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And that's kind of the other thing, too, is that the main character is not really interested in Gunpla. He's interested in martial arts, which the Burning Gundam is actually really appropriate, since that was like the closest thing to a fighting game-esque anime that Gundam ever got. Aside from Build Fighters. So the Burning Gundam really makes sense. But the main character, the other main character, Fumina Hoshino, is probably my favorite because she's kind of the tie that binds. Because they've now made it so that Gunpla is not one-on-one.
Right.
It is team-based. You have to have 3.
Right.
You can either have 3 little Gundams, or you can actually have them all come together and pilot 3, like a really big mobile armor Gundam. But the 3 have to pilot it. So your entire team has to pilot the one machine. But one of the reasons that I like the main female character is she's kind of the tie that binds the 2 other male characters.
Right.
And not in the fruit basket sense, like where they're both interested in her that way. It's more along the lines of she's a very big Gunpla fan and wants to run the Gunpla club of the school.
Okay.
And in fact, that's one of the cool. The first arc is actually where this is actually based in the same high school or the same middle school that Sayori went to.
All right.
And so apparently after he won the World Cup, then it's Gunpla Builders Club skyrocketed.
Okay.
But now 7 years later, they haven't won tournaments, and there's actually now a rival plastic model club that is only interested in building these models to show them off, where she's interested in battling. So they have this interesting way to tell the story of having this rivalry with the clubs first, and then having to get into the kind of the pro league.
I didn't realize I was still in combat.
What was that?
Sorry. I didn't realize I was still in combat there.
Yeah, yes, you were.
Okay. Yeah, that's all. That's.
But it's actually one of those interesting things because I told Alex this off camera, and I'll say it here, where the main female lead, Fumina, there's actually been an argument made that she's one of the main things leading to Gundam becoming a harem anime.
I think Aichi would be the more appropriate description for that, based on.
Yeah, but I don't agree. Because while there are some fan servicey characters in Gundam, I'm not denying that. You know, for crying out loud, Maru Ramius. I mean, they intentionally had things hit the Archangel just to have her lurch forward and reuse that frame.
Yes.
But Fumina is not that, as far as I am concerned, because they've gone out of their way to have her not be fan servicey. And the main argument that I've seen a lot of people go towards is that she's wearing kind of like this jogging suit when she battles. Which I guess is kind of close to how a bikini looks, but not really. As far as I'm concerned, it looks like somebody, like if a girl went to the gym, this would be what she wears.
Right.
Kind of thing. And so that's why I don't see it as a bad thing. But yeah, I just don't get that argument. But overall, I am liking the series. I am 18 episodes in because I really binged it, and I cannot wait for more episodes because I am enjoying the heck out of this series. And as much as I want to see a new legitimate Gundam series come out, I don't have a problem with this Build Fighters kind of genre.
Yeah, Build Fighters sounds like it's a lot of fun.
It's very slice of life. And that, I think that's kind of part of the enjoyment.
Crap, now we're both confused. Now, item.
But yeah, I'm enjoying that series. I haven't, like I said, I haven't watched K-On! Yet, but as soon as I get into Liminality, then I will. which will probably be this weekend.
Okay.
Because I'm probably going to have another weekend where I am not talking.
It would be really nice if they quit confusing my poor Pyros all the time. Artisan Soul Unwise Man, because he needs to be my healer.
I'm sorry, but I looked at that and you're gonna have to humor me here, Alex, because a WoW story came to mind. So you're getting confused all this time. It actually reminded me of a boss like a couple of expansions ago, where literally the mechanic of this boss was at certain points in the battle he would scream out "Time for fun!" and he would literally mind control all of your party and make them attack each other.
Oh, that's funny.
He would literally like make your strongest heavy hitter kill the healer, or try to kill the healer, and then like, yeah, this is literally how it could go. He literally made it so that it's a fight of pure chaos.
Oh my god.
And so you're like literally sitting there praying that you don't kill the healer so that you can survive the next phase.
Yeah, guess what? We're gonna have a boss like that someday.
Oh no. So I'm gonna have to go dig out the sound effect for Time for Fun.
Yes.
When it happens.
Yes.
Time for fun!
I want you to do that. I might just have to let Pyros take you down.
And I will be honest, I was actually one of those tanks. Like back in the day, I used to tank, and I was one of those tanks that actually would quite often get mind controlled into killing my healer, because tanks at the time had lots of interrupts and silences. So I basically would make it so my healer couldn't heal.
Oh my!
I would constantly silence them, and I would kill them.
That's terrible.
I was not a liked tank.
That is terrible.
Just through my, and it was all luck, okay? Because I had a lot of other times where I would go and hit one of the lesser damage characters, but like if I brought in a certain healer and they said I want to go to this dungeon, they'd say no, you always kill me at that fight. No. Like, well, I can't blame them for that because I do kill them.
Let's see, where are we at now? We're at 55.
So yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind is that fight, which was really fun. Very few fights in WoW now are just purely chaos.
Thank you. Oh, I'm dead.
Yes, you died rather quickly, actually. I dare say you got a little one-shot.
Yep, one-shotted. Let's see, I wonder if I can paralyze him. Probably not. Hey, it worked. I cannot believe it. It actually worked. Skills, everyone! Let him have it! Wonder if I have any lightning magic. I do. A little bit.
Apparently you do. Elemental hit! Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that this time around, because the Macho Man voice hurts.
Elemental hit! And I can't do it as well as Adam can.
Elemental hit! Ow. Because I liked me some Macho Man Randy Savage. Rest his soul.
Okay. Not that way.
Because I think the Macho Man has been passed away for 2 years now? 2 or 3 years.
I can vaguely do Hulk Hogan. You gonna pound my face.
See, the problem is if you're gonna do Hulk Hogan, you actually need to go into like the big Hulkamania speeches.
Yeah.
Because it's fun. Because you just are making crap up. I mean, the best example of it is, you've never seen the Atop the Fourth Wall Warrior episodes, right?
I don't think so.
I need to show you one of them because it actually has like where Dr. Insano's trying to bring in a bunch of other universe Insanos, and one of them just so happens to be a Hulk Hogan.
It's pretty funny.
Well, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. You better watch your back, because if you don't do that, then you're gonna hate that, because what you gonna do when these 24-inch pythons of science go wild on you?
Oh, he woke up! Let's see if we can dig him out, though. Whew. Yeah, I'm actually surprised my sleeping spells are working.
Pyros, could you stop talking about your acts of pain and just deliver the pain?
They always have to call out their attacks. Calling out your attacks.
I'm just saying, like, the last couple times I've seen him call that out, he just kind of sits there with his axe like this, and I don't actually see the strike happen. And so it's like, you're just being lazy. You're just calling out the attack, but you're not doing it.
Well, that would be Pyros, alright.
That would be Pyros.
He's all about the chivalry.
I would say Pyros is more about the fancy more than the chivalry, and he's more about the role-playing.
That's true. Silver Knight was about the chivalry, and Pyros is all about the role-playing.
Yeah, Silver Knight was about the chivalry.
Because it is not easy to act in the name of justice.
Even though he worked at the local Blockbuster. Actually, I'm a manager at a local video store.
Which totally makes sense. You can see why.
Yeah, he's totally a closet geek. Like, when you hear that story in .hack Sign, it makes total sense. It's like, yeah, figures, you're way too chivalrous. You're the epitome of geek.
Wise man, you're not really delivering much here for me.
Well, let's just be honest. I mean, Wise Man only delivers the fact that Stephen Bloom plays him. So, he's literally killing people with his voice.
I've got so many moons, I'm gonna spam them.
Money done.
Elemental hit! See, I cannot do it.
No, you cannot. You cannot.
Elemental.
It's alright. Come next episode, I'll be okay. And I'll be able to do it. So actually, while we were making our way through, there actually was a story I wanted to tell you that literally happened today. And I'm going to bring it up on here, and people can leave their comments on their feedback on it. Because I want to ask Alex for a second opinion here.
Okay.
I'm debating whether or not I should be angry about this thing that happened. So before we recorded today, I actually had to go over to my college and do recording with students there. And on my way home, obviously I'm recovering from strep, which means I'm taking a lot of medication.
Right.
And medication makes your stomach hurt after a while, especially for me who doesn't really eat breakfast at all.
Yeah.
So while I'm on my way, I'm starting to get a little bit of a rumbly in my tumbly and feeling kind of nauseous, so I'm like, okay, I'll stop somewhere really quick and get something to eat so that my stomach can leave me alone. So I do that, and it's the lunch rush, you know, because I'm getting out at like 11 or noon.
Yeah.
And so everything's going all right. I'm getting ready to pay. I'm like literally pulling my wallet out, and apparently the person ahead of me literally forgot to pay the person and then go up to the next window. She just basically tried to go up to the next window, puts on her reverse lights, and then decides she's just going to slam on the accelerator.
Oh, wow.
And just thud right into me. Like, it literally, I was like reaching for my wallet, and this is how it happened. 1 second, reverse lights are on. Next second, wham!
Oh, that sucks.
And so I'm like sitting there going, and the best part about this was, I can see, you know, it's a fairly new car, so I can see through the windows, and she is like flipping out. She is like mad as all crap. I'm guessing at me, because apparently I didn't catch her signals fast enough. But, like, I'm sitting here going, what the crap just happened? In 2 seconds, she's rear-ended herself into me.
Right.
And then, so she pays, so, like, I back up, she pays, and then she just darts out, after getting her food. She just darts out of the parking lot.
Really?
Yeah.
But
So
I mean, she hit you.
Yeah.
Did she?
she hit me.
And she just ran?
Yeah, she just darted out. Now, here's the thing. She didn't hit me that hard.
Okay.
Like, there's no damage or anything like that. And so this is where I want the debate here. Should I be angry at this? Because I'm more along the lines of, what the crap just happened?
Yeah, you should be angry about that. That's
I mean, even the people.
because she.
I was at a local local fast food joint, and even the employees are like, yeah, it doesn't look that bad, but I'm sorry that happened. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't even know what happened.
You know, technically, you could nail her for hit and run. You really could.
I could.
I get it, it's not worth it because there's no damage, but yeah, just the fact she didn't even so much as get out and check
And that's kind of my viewpoint. If there was damage, like legit damage, like my car wasn't functioning because of it, I would be mad, and I probably would, cite for hit and run. But right now, my thought is, since there is no damage, no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
She was probably having a bad day, and so I'm probably not going to do anything. But I'm just kind of wondering, like, I even brought it up to Andrea earlier today. Should I be mad at this? And she's just like, well, yeah, if you'd gotten damage, then I'd be mad, but...
I mean, I'd be a little fatigued myself, but the woman should have gotten out and checked.
I just was laughing at the whole concept, like, she is mad at me for ramming into me.
Yeah. Like, you don't back up in a drive-through lane. You just don't do that.
No, you don't do that.
Unless there really is nobody behind you.
And if you're going to back up, you don't hit the freaking accelerator to do it.
Yeah.
You let go of the brake a little bit. And I've done that before. Like, I've had moments where going to fast food or whatever, I forgot to pay.
Mm-hmm.
But I always put the thing up, wait a minute for somebody to actually respond in line, and then I just slowly back up. So, like,
Yeah.
not boom, boom, not that, but apparently I had that wrong the entire time.
Jeez. Yeah, what the hell?
So yeah, leave your comments below on whether or not I should be mad about that, whether or not I don't think I'm gonna report her. I think it was just a person having a bad day, and I'm only guessing it's a woman because, of the silhouette that I had in the car in front of me, but I'm not holding it against anybody. We all have bad days, but if people want to say I'm full of crap and I should totally charge her for hit and run, or him or her for hit and run, okay. But it's just one of those things where I really kind of want a second opinion. Should I be mad about this? Because there's no damage. And also, Alex knows this for a fact. I've had my car for about 11 years now.
Yeah.
It's kind of a piece of crap at this point.
It's a real clunker, folks.
I'm the one who's usually making the jokes of leaving my car unlocked at night just to see if anybody would try and steal it. Because at that point I'd be like, your problem now. And people are like, no, it can't be that bad. Yeah, it's kind of that bad at this point. I've actually been kind of wondering if this is the year where I'm going to have to replace it, because I'm just not going to pass inspection this time.
Yeah, you might have to really get a new car, dude.
I'm going to have to get a new car at some point, but I don't know. I've been having the thought, especially ever since me and Andrew went out to Atlanta, and I was able to drive a rental car, and oh my gosh, a 2014 car was awesome. There's so much tech in there.
Yeah. What? Remind me, what year is your current car, actually?
It's a 2000.
Okay.
So I've literally had it for about 10 plus years, because I got it in 2004.
That's... Skates? One? Bingo! Huh? Thank you.